So the first thing I would say is there's a definition of hypnosis that all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. So it's something that we are doing to ourselves. The hypnotherapist, the hypnotist is simply facilitating a move from you from a normal state that we spend a good deal of our time in, but they're simply taking us from a thinking, brain forward state, if you will, into this state where we're more open to suggestion. But when we're there, we always have the control over what our mind will take in. So that if you give a suggestion that is outside the realm of what a person wants, they're going to reject it and they're going to snap out of it instantaneously. And I've seen this happen in my practice.
Give an example of that.
So I was working with a young woman who was in grief over a close friend's death. And I gave an inappropriately framed suggestion that she let this grief go. And she wasn't ready. And all of a sudden, I was sitting there with her in a non-trance state. I'm like, okay, that's not something she's ready to let go of. In this case, there was nothing awful about the suggestion. I was simply asking her unconscious mind to relax a little bit and not make it the first thing she thought of when she woke up, the last thing before sleep, that kind of thing. And she wasn't ready for that. So she stopped.
Yeah, that is such a good point. I think of a client who I was just bringing people into induction into the hypnotic state. And so I had volunteers. And so I just gave very neutral, hopefully pleasant suggestions like, you're lovable. And she would instantly come out of the trance. And then I'd bring her back into the state. And then I would just, a little suggestion like, oh, you're lovable. And again, her eyes would pop open so that we have our beliefs. Our subconscious mind houses our beliefs. And if it is not in alignment with our desires or
Absolutely.
wants or our beliefs,
What we
then